What it do, YouTube? It's your girl, Jay.
Hey, your boy, doing a love.
We're on the road, so that's why it's all bumpy and stuff like that.
Oh, no, but go.
Anyways, we're on the road, so it's bumpy. We look crazy because we just woke up probably 3 hours ago. We woke up at 5 o'clock. It's 8:30-ish. But we got a few topics to talk to you guys about today. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
Yeah, I feel like I just need to step back again like we were at first. And me personally, I just want to work on myself and health and wealth. I just want to get back into the gym like I was. I was in the gym faithful for like 2 months. 2 months every day going to the gym. I started seeing results. Other people started seeing results. They started asking me, what you been doing? Hitting the gym. I've been out the way. But we had Ledge. He backed that sleep. We had him. So that took up some time. I had to back off from the gym. And
when we first had him, though, a lot of COVID cases was happening. So
yeah, that too.
We just wanted to be safe and sure nothing would happen. So
and the shop situation happened. That threw us off. So we had to really
bounce back.
At first, for 2-3 months, we were just, I feel like I was just in an awkward position, awkward space. So
low-key depressed.
Yeah.
You don't ever expect anything like that to happen. So then it put us in a weird position, and we had to balance everything out and still try to live and be happy, if that makes sense. And it kind of wasn't happening that way.
But lately, we've been just going out a lot. We used to didn't go out a lot, but we've been going out with family that come up here. We've been going out with family that come up here, or friends, brothers came into town and stuff like that. But I'm at the point now where I'm finna just go MIA again. No hard feelings towards nobody. Even if we were beefing or whatever the case may be for me. Ain't no beef with me. It is what it is. I'm past all that. I'm grown. I ain't got time for the petty nonsense, lying, all that. It's over with. So y'all ain't gonna be seeing me. I might even delete social media too, because that's a distraction to me. Being on social media. I mean, I get on there. Only thing I want Facebook for is Marketplace. But I need to keep it on. I need to keep it so we can post videos on there too, because a lot of people been telling me to post on Instagram and YouTube. Instagram and Facebook, and they can get more people to see you. But I just feel like I just need to step away from everybody for right now and get back to my old self.
I agree. We've been talking about healthier life choices, so we about to get on that. I've been even thinking about becoming vegan, you guys, just because, for one, I just feel like there's a lot of additives and stuff in the food that we eat that we don't know about. Even the medicine, I don't really take medicine. The most that I take is Tylenol for headaches, stuff like that, inhaler if I have to. But I just feel like the way the world is going today, I don't know what they're trying to do. What's the point behind everything, these shortages and this recession and all this stuff. And I feel like easy way, just like this abortion thing. I know I don't want to get too far into that because everybody has their own opinion about that, but I just feel like personally there's bigger things going on in the world, and you're sitting here trying to monitor what comes out of who and who does this and that, and I feel like that should be the last thing.
It's a distraction from other stuff.
It is. That is one thing that I feel like also is a big thing in this world. The government distracts you with other big things for other bigger things that's going to happen or happening. And right now the recession is the biggest thing, and I feel like they're using this abortion thing to cover up whatever's about to come or came that we're just not aware about yet.
And y'all not noticing these gas prices so high because of all that money they gave out.
And that's that's another thing I think. Because they gave all that money out, they're trying to get it back somehow. So they're raising everything, they're shortaging, they're doing things to make the money come back. Just like I seen this post on social media saying that Plan B prices are going to skyrocket. I do believe that, and I believe that people are going to go and buy as much as they can, stock up on it, and it's going to be a shortage, etc., etc. Like how everything happened already with the water, I don't know, like I said, the food. I don't know what they've been putting in it and all that stuff. So I just feel like becoming vegan, growing our own stuff would be better, because then I know what's in it, you know. So I don't know, just a thought. It's gonna take time. I'm not gonna just try to do it overnight, make myself sick, stuff like that. I'm gonna wing myself into it. But we've been cutting out really like a lot of sugar, sodas.
We need to go on and try that 30-day challenge where people don't eat bread,
fried foods, snacks,
like snacks,
sugar,
drinks,
yeah.
like a lot of stuff like that.
We should try it because the first is coming up tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow? Tomorrow or the next day?
The first is coming up, so
what's today's day?
Maybe we should try it for the month of July.
And guess who's 10 months today?
Yes, my tutor booty. Look at him sleep.
He's up all night. Now he want to be asleep.
Yeah, that's another reason I look crazy, because I barely slept with that little boy last night.
But another topic, we're gonna keep it pushing because we don't want the video super long. Another topic is about
seeing us in person, not speaking.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of people that have on social media, and sometimes, you know, you just know somebody because of somebody else.
You need to hold it because it's bouncing a lot.
There's a lot of people I have on social media, and like I said, sometimes you add people because you know them through somebody else, but you never really met in person. And that's the case with a lot of people that I know or know of. But I see a lot of people that actually know me or know of me, and like, hold on, you guys, we'll be right back. Okay, so like I was saying, there's a lot of people that would see us out in person and like don't speak, but then later on they'll message us and be like, hey, thought that was you, or I don't know, it's just weird. Like, talk to me. If you know me, say something. I don't bite. I don't know, pretty friendly for the most part. Like, I'll speak to you, say hi.
Unless
hello.
you did something.
Yeah, unless you did something. But for the most part, speak, say hello, shoot, like, we don't bite. What else? Mooching. Let's talk about mooching, because I feel like this needs to be addressed. This doesn't go to anybody specifically, but what I will say is I feel like a lot of people mooch off of us, whether they realize it or not. Excuse me. But it's annoying because it's very noticeable, and we try not to
We try not to make it a big deal, but it get annoying. Just say, for instance, we go out, we buy a round, we expect you to buy a round. We don't expect to keep buying 3 or 4 rounds, and then you go, like, we buy rounds. Every time I buy rounds, it'd be like $80, because I'm buying for everybody that's around me. Then you leave and go with somebody else, and you buying rounds with you and him, or you and her. Like, why? Come on now, if you ain't got it, just say that. But don't be over there trying to drink up everything we got.
I also feel like if you don't got it, then you shouldn't be asking somebody to buy your drinks. And like I said, I don't want nobody hitting me up talking about, oh, you know, no, I'm not talking about anybody specifically. It's certain people, and
it's more than one person.
Yes, it just happens. But it's not even with just drinking. Like, when we go out, it's everything. Like, there's been occasions where we go and do events, or we go do stuff, and we're the ones paying for everybody, and I don't like that. Like,
or we buying stuff and y'all just sitting back, not doing nothing, like not interacting. Like, come on now. Yeah, that's like, another reason I'm going back MIA, because I don't got time for none of that. What do you call it, Debbie Downers? I ain't got time for none of that.
We I guess that goes into the next topic about growing out a relationship with people, and I just feel like it's not a bad thing. Let me put that out there first, and I'm gonna give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. When you're little, you may like gummy bears all the time. You eat them, you eat them, you eat them, you eat them, you eat them. You like them. But then when you get a little bit older, you might not like gummy bears no more. You grew out of it.
Just like chocolate to me. I'm good.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You may like it here and there, but you don't want it all the time. Like, and that's what I feel about people. Like, you may hang out with somebody all the time. It could be within a relationship, a friendship, anything. Like, you guys could be together all the time. You guys could see eye to eye all the time. But then sometimes things change and you don't see eye to eye anymore, or you just don't have that same relationship with somebody. And no, that's not a bad thing. Like, you can grow out of people. You can grow out of relationships. It's not a bad thing. It's just,
might be best for both.
One person might be at a different level than the other person, or vice versa, or anything. You might just don't agree with certain things or anything. It don't necessarily have to be a bad thing. And I hate when people try to make things
worse than it is.
Yeah, a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
You're growing out of relationships. You're growing out of clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
progressing.
Separation is what helps people get to the point that they are in, or helps you get to success. So if I the only reason I'm speaking on this topic too is because I had a few people ask me, why don't you hang with such and such, or what happened with you and such and such? Are you guys beefing because you guys don't hang no more? Like, no, I'm not beefing with nobody. I don't have no beef. And I want to publicly say this. I'm not beefing with nobody. If you have beef with me, then you're beefing with yourself, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to do me. You still see me, whatever. If you feel some type of way at the point in time, whatever, say something to me, whatever. But I don't know. I just feel like growing out of people is a big thing, and it's not a bad thing. There's people that we don't talk to, like from like 7 years ago. When we see them, it's still like the first day when we were talking. Like, it's not a bad thing. But
and then another thing, another topic is involving yourself in other people's beef.
Yes.
Like, for instance, say me and my cousin, we together, and he don't like this dude, or he don't like this dude, but the dude, me and him ain't got no problem. How I'm trying to put this, like
mutual beefs. So let's just use me as an example. I don't like this guy because of my specific reasons, but Duna's cool with this guy. That doesn't necessarily mean I have to make Duna not like him because of my drama. No,
that's your drama.
That's my drama. That's my beef, and I feel like a lot of people do that too. Oh, well, I don't talk to such and such, so you don't need to talk to such and such. No, that don't have nothing to do with me. Or another example, I had somebody come up to me a few months ago and ask me if I had a problem with them, and I'm like, no, why would you think that? And they said because of somebody I was hanging out with had told them that I didn't like them. I never said that, and that's what I told the person. I'm like, if you ever have a question about anything about me, whether if I like you, if I got a problem with you, anything, message me and ask me. Like, I'll let it be known. Yeah. And most of the time, if I have beef with anybody, I don't really address it. When I see you, that's when I want to address it. I don't like doing all that social media stuff. It gets taken out of proportion. Texting, messaging, all that stuff gets blown out of proportion. It's too much drama. So if you ever think Duna or myself have an issue with you, just message us.
Still the same.
Message, call us, whatever. Get a hold of us, and we'll let that be known and squash that.
And another thing y'all need to stop doing is judging somebody off of what somebody else told you.
Yes.
Like, they could have did something and they ain't tell you why, like what they did to make this dude not like them or this girl not like them. A lot of people be like, oh, such and such said he did this, so I don't mess with him. You shouldn't either. Don't tell me who and I can and can't be cool with.
So, look, guys, you guys gotta be like.
A lot of people lie.
You gotta, what they say, take it with a grain of salt or whatever. I don't know how that saying goes, but sometimes people say stuff for the benefit of themselves. Meaning, like, I might tell you, doing this and that, so that way you don't talk to him. But that's my benefit. I got you.
No, I'm the opposite.
Yeah, the whole time he could be the greatest person you ever meet. But I'm telling you that so that way I can benefit of you not talking to him or having a relationship with him or whatever the case may be. And a lot of people do that. And
y'all know what we're talking about.
It's hard because I can pinpoint everything and use people, but I'm not going to do that. People know already.
Yeah.
People do it all the time, or it happens to us all the time. A lot of people say bad stuff about us, and other people tell us like, oh, I heard such and such about you guys and this, that, and it's like, that's funny.
I don't really care.
No.
At the end of the day, I know me. And then another thing y'all need to stop doing is trying to pinpoint certain lies on certain people.
Yep.
To,
make
for instance,
yourself
saying
look good.
Somebody I mess with that I got cool with, I heard they did this to your car. For instance, I heard they the one hit your car. No, they didn't. They were with me the day my car got hit, so quit lying. People been doing that lately too. I don't like that. That's another reason I'm going MIA. I'm backing up.
And that's what I feel like too. I just feel like it's a lot of distractions in the world, and we're getting older. We're almost 30, and I just feel like we got to get further in life, level up further, because I don't know, we're getting older, not younger, and I feel like time don't stop. So I can't stop doing what I got to do to make my life better.
I'm trying to be, and then another thing, I'm not trying to compete with nobody. Nobody that's around me. I'm competing with myself. I'm trying to level up and to be the better man that I was last year. I'm trying to have more stuff than I had last year. I'm trying to have better pay than I had last year.
That's another thing I noticed. I don't like that either. If you're gonna come around trying to be in a competition with us, don't come around.
For real.
I'm not trying to boast, brag, none of that, but I'm saying, like, to be humble, I'm just saying, like, it's no competition. Like, the things that we have is because we worked hard for them. We don't sit there and boast and brag and rub it in people's face. We're not like, oh, we got this and we got this and we got this and we got 4 cars. And no, we're not doing none of that.
And if I tell you something, it's because I'm proud of my accomplishments and I want you to know. Like, if I tell you something, you better be damn lucky because I don't talk to nobody about nothing. I hold all my stuff in, all my future things. I don't tell people. So if I tell you something, it's not bragging. It's trying to motivate, really. Come on, we can do it together. But a lot of y'all, as soon as you leave, hey, this nigga over here, the little donut over here, he over here telling me he got a new car, he got a Challenger, I can go do that too. I bet he can't afford it, this and that. And another thing, stop thinking and stop worrying about if we still got our cars. Yes, we got every car that we own except the old school. I choose to sell my cars. I have titles to my cars except the Challenger and the Tahoe.
But those are coming soon.
Man.
That ain't even nothing to talk about. But that's another thing, I guess, is to bring us to the next topic. Let's just adjust the shop. So we're not going back to the shop for everybody that's been asking because it's starting to get really annoying. We're not going back to the shop. It's a lot of sneaky stuff and it's just a lot of stuff that happened. We can't talk about too much, but we're not going back. Pretty much we got, the owner of the building got over on us with everything.
Yeah, over for right now.
Yeah, we'll say that for right now.
He fixed the building. We still, right now to this day, we still have a contracted lease. Like until, what, 3 more years? Yeah.
3 more years of contracted lease. Long story short, we were discussing about getting back into the shop around March, the end of March, or the beginning of March, mid-March maybe, we were supposed to go back into the shop.
But we couldn't come to no agreement on a date at first, and then he sent us a ridiculous bill.
Well, at first he was saying that it was going to be done in January, which the incident,
unrealistic.
Yes, the incident happened in Christmas Day, and so to be done in 5 days, you mean to tell me, like, no, that wasn't going to work. So we told him no, and he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go through a restoration company, blah, blah, blah. So a few restoration companies we dealt with were like, no, in actuality, this is gonna take months. So at first, the first restoration company told us end of the summer. So he was like around July-ish, August. And I'm like, that's a long time to not have a building, So I don't know. The owner rushed the process and ended up getting it done by March. So then, yeah, we couldn't come to an agreement on the time to get back into the building just because we were dealing with everything, trying to figure out where we're going to keep our stuff that was in the shop that we had salvaged. And then just dealing with everything, bills and everything that happened. Like, the shop was our main income, just for anybody that wants to know. So when that got taken away from us, our income got taken away from us, which people fail to realize. If we don't have a place to work, we don't have money coming in. So our bills and stuff, we got a little bit behind. So we had to go grind mode. So that's what we were doing. Ended up getting stable. And he was just on some BS. And he kept telling us, oh, well, don't go back to the shop. Okay, well, go back to the shop. Okay, well, don't go back to the shop. I got to do this, that, and the third. And then it's just kind of hard to talk about until we get cleared through everything. So certain stuff we can't really say, but
long story short, he ended up going behind our back, leasing the building out to somebody else.
Yes,
and we still in the contract
and still trying to charge us for the months that. So the thing is, when you're in a lease, for you not to be
able to work,
liable for you not to be liable for the monthly charges, you have to find somebody else to take over the lease, just like with the car, house, anything. Take over your lease and you're out of it. They re-sign, whatever. So he went behind our back, got somebody to sign it, and
didn't mention it.
He didn't mention it to us, But I caught him in a lie because he had called me on the phone and said that he was going to release the bill, or that he had somebody signing the building for the building in April. Mind you, we were supposed to go back in March. And then, anyways, he's charging us from April, May, March, January, February, and December. Or no, not December, just to January. So he's charging us for 5 months, some extra stuff that he added on. So the total that he's charging us is $10,000 after he already went underneath us and all this and that. So no, we're not going back to the shop. If you need services done, get a hold of us. You guys know how to get a hold of us. But no, we're not going back to the shop. He's a scam artist, and as soon as I can really say what I want to say, I will make a video about him and I will exploit him and blow his business up, because what he's doing is wrong. We are not the only people that he's done this to. He's done it to a couple other people that we know of.
That reached out to us telling us if they knew that's where we were at, they would have told us not to do it.
He's super shady, you guys. And like I said, as soon as we can get past this, I will be making a video and letting you guys know all the details about that. But continuing on, I think we have one more topic.
Let me check my phone real quick. Hold on.
Because a lot of people have been asking, are you guys going back? And when you're going back? We're not going back.
Being true to yourself and not switching up, man. That was kind of on the other topic. Or no, we ain't even talk about that yet.
Nope.
Which is, say for instance, me and her, we friends, right? We close friends. We just met probably like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever the case may be, a couple days, it don't matter. Me and her out and about, I see some people I knew or some people that's thugging or gangsters or something. So I started acting like I'm a thug or a gangster, and she around. I'm like, man, go do your own thing. Like, get up off me. Like, at first I wasn't acting like that. But now since I'm around these people, I got a different demeanor and I'm aggressive. I'm talking to you reckless. Like, stop doing that too. That's another thing, another reason why I don't really hang out with people, because you start showing your true colors around other people. Like, you don't have to flex to impress me. I know what it is and I know what it ain't. Like, I'm gonna be myself regardless. I'm gonna be myself with you around or without you. Because a lot of people try to switch who they are around certain people. That's dead. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's a big thing that people do a lot.
A lot.
It's annoying.
Or they try to act like they got it. Put their camera down a little bit, I can't see the mirror. Or they try to act like they got it when they really don't. And then they secretly be like, oh, okay, so for instance, after they act like they hard and gangster, whatever, I'm still around. Then they leave, they like, man, my bad. I would've, no, ain't your bad. Keep that same energy.
That's a quick way to lose people too. Burning bridges. I just want to speak on that too. Like, there's so many people that we had in our lives that we thought were like good people. We were going to be friends for a long time. Just had a good relationship with them in the beginning, and then they did something so petty to burn the good relationship that they had with us. And trust me, a lot of people, it's not even like 1, 2, 3. It's like a group of people. Like, it's just frustrating because, like I said, that's the whole reason why I'm not big on like friendships. A lot of people like, you don't really kick it with nobody. You don't really have no friends, huh? No, I don't, because I burnt so many bridges. Not me personally burning bridges, but so many people's burnt bridges with me that it's just hard for me to trust people to want to have a friendship. You got to like prove to me that you're loyal of a friendship with me, because at this point, I'm tired of wasting my time and energy giving forth like how I would want a friend to treat me, and I don't get it back in reciprocation. So like, I'm good on that. Like,
anybody can tell you, I don't care who you is or who you are. Like, to me, you come around, say for instance, you move up here, you ain't got nowhere to go, no nothing. Okay, you find a spot to stay, but you ain't got no bread or no, you know what I'm saying, no little stuff. I'm always the one that's looking out, I'll take you to get some clothes. I won't just give you the money because I know what you're going to do with it. I'll give you some weed or marijuana. I'll give you that. I don't smoke none of that.
We both don't. And
I go out my way to help everybody that come around me. And if you say I never did, you lying. Everybody that come around me, I treat all y'all the same. And then when something don't go y'all way, y'all end up flipping the script. He this, he that. No, bro. I'm still the same. If I say no, that mean no.
You hear a no, and your feelings is hurt.
A lot of people do that. And they hear no, and they get in their feelings. I got kids. I got a wife. I got a family to take care of. And I'm still looking out for everybody and their mama.
And that, I used to get on doing about that all the time, because I was getting pissed off. Like, you let people use you. Like, Of
ain't
course,
even using
of
me.
course, in the beginning you don't. I mean, it's good
me.
intentions. Due to having good intentions, people taking advantage of it.
Man,
And like, I used to be the same way, but I stopped that real quick because it hurts. It hurts when you think you're being genuine to somebody and they're being genuine back, and really they just getting over. Like,
just use you the whole time.
it's annoying. It's frustrating, and so that's why I'm to the point where it's like you can't really ask me for nothing because the answer already gonna be no.
And then it's like you got one time to burn me, right? One time to be uncool with me, to not F with me as y'all call it. And then we get back on talking terms.
That's
It ain't
how-
never be the same.
And that's another thing
Never.
too. I have a few people that we kind of fell out, and now we talk, we cool. But I feel like we'll never be to that point where we were in the beginning. Like, whether that mean we were best friends, we were super close. Like, I don't think we'll ever be that way.
No.
Like, we could be talking terms. If I see you, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Maybe push.
But maybe get a drink to discuss it in more further detail. But like, other than like kicking in, you come to my house, I'm going to your, no, that's dead. That's over with. I fell out with too many people, and I don't like the feeling of it. So you can never have that type of relationship with me again. And that's not me being mean or nothing. It's just I don't like that. And people have apologized to me and like, I'm sorry, I was tripping, I was just in the moment, or this person made me feel like this, so I did this to you. And I don't know, I'm just I'm cool.
I'm tired of it.
We're
It is
getting
what it
older,
is.
you guys. We gotta do things differently. We have kids that we have to set examples for, and I will never tell my kids it's okay to let somebody do something to you and then you just turn around and just be cool dandy in their face. No. If they do something to you, you don't gotta have beef with them. You just separate yourself and you stay away from them. You don't necessarily have to have beef with them. But I don't know. Everything we do is for our kids now. So yes, we have to be a good example to them. But these are little topics that we wanted to discuss because it definitely was needed. Feels like as the summer's coming along, a little drama is starting to stir up and stuff, but it ain't nothing to some real ones, you know. We'll bounce back and get over it. But right now, we just gonna focus on us.
That's how Liz be when we hit these bumps. But like she said, it is what it is.
But until next time.
Oh, hold on. We come back with them pranks and challenges too. Don't think we forgot. We just been busy, man. Been working. But stay tuned and watch the whole video. Y'all be playing.
Peace.